cool. That sounds good, man. Yeah. You know, you know how to do it. I don't have to tell you. I was thinking about just a mental checklist. He has a hydraulic cart, so you could probably slide the transformers off onto the cart and wheel it out, put it into your trailer or the back of your truck or something. But you know, bring all the normal tools, pry bar, and you know, maybe a furniture dolly, a regular dolly. I mean, you've moved more of these things than I have, but I was just trying to think of what you'll need. Luckily, it's on a flat concrete slab, and you'll just be able to roll that thing right out of there by yourself, probably. Yeah, the big whether or not I'm going to take the trailer. Really don't know how much long I'm there, but so I know I could put a package light down, lay it on its side, and load it up. It wouldn't be the first one I've done like that. Just remember, Bob is an older gentleman, and he's not going to be able to offer any help when it comes to that. You know, I mean, he's not going to be able to help you lift it. Mike will be there, but anything else you'll need, you know, you'll have to bring. I'd bring some blankets, cardboard for it to slide on, however you want to do it. The one thing I was thinking about is really press him for manuals, paperwork. I noticed in the photos
1931 Victor, code 20.
Some papers with tuning information on it. That's no longer on the front of it. There's only one chart, so maybe all of those papers are somewhere. And then the other thing I wanted to remind you of is to move that thing. Those guys obviously pulled the iron out, and so they've disconnected all of the iron, the knot, tranny, and all of it. And that's okay. We put that back in a half hour. Make sure you have the wiring. If not, you'll have to make up new cables, which is no big deal.
Cancel it.
You probably
turns out the truck just backed out of a steep driveway on its own and ended up in the street. The driver just took it back up there, so we're good.
You know, there again, what else am I going to load up to? We'll have to make the trailer. Mike made those cement transmitters are pretty big.
Copy, sir. Thank you for help.
We'll make the trailer, but I will definitely still lay the transmitter down, like strap it down, and worry about it. Ain't calling it vertical if I can help it. I'm all
Fucking mosquitoes out here. Good Lord.
Hey guys, you got thunder coming on here. 73 KG7OL. I'm out of here. See you, David. Have a good day, buddy. Okay. Thunder. Oh, I'm getting out before it hits. Oh no. Oh, don't be scared. I'm not scared. I don't want to lose my radio. That's why it's like 5 minutes. It's the air express. So I'm not worried about it. KG7OL clear. Good night, David. Sam, one other thing. If you go back to that link where he tells the story of the transmitter with the photos, that rack of equipment is sitting there next to the transmitter. I highly, highly suggest that you attempt to get that with it. If not, what I would like you to get is, in the little article that Jim wrote here, it talks about that frequency synthesizer unit. I'm not sure if that's the top piece there with the screen or if it's the piece below it. But the way that he's designed this thing is it had a frequency synthesizer that plugged into a BNC jack that drove a buffer stage. And he talks about it in there, and then it drives a little one-pill exciter amplifier. And that thing's incredibly cool. You just dial the frequency up, it's rock solid, and you got full drive to it. So if that frequency synthesizer is still there, you grab that sucker, okay? Oh yeah, definitely. The non-monitors there, I'd like to grab that too. I mean, I haven't been looking at those RNA monitors for a while, even though I was going to do the software version. I didn't see it there, and I guarantee if it existed, I would have bought it. So the one in the rack where it's got the 2 meters, the old style GR, that is sitting there. And, you know, those are neat. Those are like the old 50, 60 style monitors with a negative and positive meter and a flasher. Yeah, maybe he'll give you that, but the rest of it's just, you know, a preamp. I don't think the preamp was there, you know, but man, if that frequency synthesizer's there, grab that sucker.
I'm gonna need it kind of part of the transmitter. I mean, I got other signal references, that's not a problem, but still, it's like, it was when it was operational, that's almost speed.
It says that it was a TTL output into his driver section of that thing. So I don't know, you know, if that means that you could just use a DDS or any kind of generator into it, or if this is something special. So well, I don't know. You've got the photo. You can zoom in on it. There's several photos of that rack, so you could probably try to identify it, see if that thing's around there.
Hell yeah, you know, as long as it's all there, I'll get it. If it's not all there, I'll have to know what it's done. I know that it's there, it's an operational transmitter, that's great. If it's not, I really don't need another pile of junk laying around here. I already got a 251 sitting over there that, like, now that I'm getting this thing, I'm looking at it going, why am I wasting my time?
Yeah, it says it's a Philips PM5192 synthesizer in the rack. It's used as an oscillator. It comes into the transmitter at TTL level. A 74 transistor drives a 2N3866 that in turn drives a single MRF 150 FET, and that FET drives the grid. And if you look, he's got all the tuned input coils for this, and it's switched with a band switch on the front. Clack, clack, and it puts the 4080, 160 input and output values in. So look for that Philips unit.
Yeah, I follow that. I'm kind of looking at the pictures, but... Alright, Clark, thanks for your heads up, man. I'll let you know how it goes on Friday. Dude, I gotta generate some money next. I got enough to get it, but then that's just... Now I gotta... I'll talk to you later, Clark. Have a good evening, and we'll see what goes on.
All right, sounds good, man. We'll talk to you soon. W7WR.
Hey, Clark?
Yeah.
I want to pick your brain for a minute. I just have a little trouble understanding. You get so many different people saying different things about this, but okay, how long should you leave your amplifier on if you're not transmitting? They say not to do that, and don't leave it in standby. I mean, what's the real truth to that?
If you're going to be operating the station, leave the amplifier on. That particular model of amplifier, you just leave it on. That means, like, if you come home from work and you know you're going to get on, go ahead and fire it up. You might say hi to the guys. Now you've got an hour before we're going to get on. Just leave it run. There's no reason to power cycle it all the time. That one can sit there and idle. But if you know that you're not going to use it, there's no reason. Like if you're going to leave the house and go to the store or go out to eat or something, go ahead and shut it off. You know, but there's no reason to power cycle it on and off. The different types of tubes are instant on. Like, for example, the SB220, that doesn't have a standby switch, and it doesn't have one for good reason. It's because it doesn't need one. Those are instant on tubes, and they don't need any warm-up time. And the way that this kid intended you to operate the amplifier was to turn the amplifier on, use it and make your contact, and turn it back off, so it doesn't heat up your shack. And that amplifier, you can do that. You can turn it on and off all night. It doesn't matter. If you come in 10 minutes later, you need the amplifier, you can't make your DX contact, you flip it on and just keep talking. That's the way that thing was designed. And so some people get confused with it. You know, but the different types of tubes, like this Collins has a 4CX 1500 in it. When I come home and I know that I'm going to get on here with you guys, I turn the amp on and it runs all evening. When I say 73s, I turn the amp off and go to bed. And that's it. I don't power cycle it.
Okay. So, you leave it in operation mode or you have it standby mode?
Standby. I don't leave the high voltage sitting there running unnecessarily. There's no point to do that. It's been cut off, but the power supply is on. So this thing's got 3,000 volts on it right now. If I were to get up and say I'm going to go eat dinner or something, and I'm going to take a phone call or whatever, I reach over and hit it into standby. So the amp is on, but the high voltage is off.
Okay. All right. So it won't hurt it to do that.
No, a lot of amplifiers don't have that though. Like for example, there's no way to do that on Terry's. That thing's got to have the high voltage on all the time if the amplifier is physically on. This Collins happens to have a standby, and when you hit it, it clunks the whole power supply off. So there's no voltage on it, but just the amp is lit up and the tube is lit up.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. That answers my question. It's pretty bad when you can't even get an answer on something like that on the internet. But,
Hey, sir, if you go priority
there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, so that thing has a high voltage meter somewhere in that little display. And so when you go into standby, that voltage goes to zero.
Okay. Yeah.
It does, I'm asking.
Oh, I haven't checked it, but I can check it. That's for sure.
Yeah, because a lot of those amps, they don't actually turn the high voltage off. This particular model, it does. But, you know, like my big amp, you can't do that. It's the 7,500 volts is on all the time. And that's just the way it is. You know, so different amps operate, you know, different ways, but I would definitely put it into standby if you're not going to key it up.
Okay, that'll work. Thank you.
Are you still there, Terry? He might have signed her, I don't know.
1246 Victor, code 20.
Tomorrow's my birthday tomorrow. You there, Rich?
Yes, sir. I am. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying it's my birthday tomorrow.
When is your birthday?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Mother's Day. Happy birthday to you, okay?
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, I think I might have to work in the morning. I'm waiting to see. I think get the car done.
I'm trying to get this mosquito.
Just gonna, you know, trying to, I don't know.
It's sitting here right near the camera.
But I think we're the family, we're all gonna go.
I'm not clapping for the retard on the
Oh,
radio.
that'll be awesome, man.
I'm trying to
that'll
smash a
work.
mosquito.
So let's see. When I'm on operating mode, my grid bias voltage is that what you're talking about?
High voltage.
Oh, the high voltage. Okay. Read a plate high voltage, right?
Yeah.
Where's the mosquito? I got a citronella candle going here, but the thing just keeps hovering around me. It's probably somewhere getting me. I should probably just put my hand out and let it bite me, and then I can squish it. I hate mosquitoes.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, test 1, 2. That's weird. When it says when it's in idle mode, it's let's see, 2.86 kilovolts when I'm keying up and talking.
Yeah, that's just under 3,000 volts.
So when I put it in standby like I am now, it doesn't change.
Yeah, so that amp doesn't turn the high voltage off. So when you go to standby, all of it does is it prevents the amp from being keyed. So, now this operates a little bit different than mine. So yeah, when that amp is sitting there running, the 3000 volts is on the tubes all the time.
Engine 71962, South Willow Street, crossing South Hardin
Okay,
Street.
so that's not gonna hurt. I mean, that's to leave, to operate the way you told me to operate it, right?
Not if you're in the shack and you're going to operate it, leave it alone, leave it running. But if you're not going to operate it again, shut the amp off. There's no reason to have it sit there and run. You know, like if you're home all day and you're going to operate in the morning and talk to the guy, if you're not going to use it again for a couple hours, you shut the amp off.
Okay, that'll work.
If you're gonna have breakfast and then sit back down with some coffee and work some DX, leave the amp on, you know. But if you're, if you're in the shack and you're gonna use it, leave it on. But if not, turn it off.
Oh yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Terry texted me. He did sign.
He did what?
He did sign off for the night.
Oh, okay. So you having issues with his radio equipment?
Yeah, he had an issue with his Henry amplifier, so he put the SB220 in line. And I already think I know what's wrong with the Henry, so I'm gonna have Tim do some checks.
We're actually going to have you stage on this one. There is a possible DV issue going on.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think he's got a short choke in there, but he's got a spare, so it's no big deal.
Well, that'll work. Okay, man. Okay, you guys are getting done.
How's your puppy doing?
Oh, she's a sweetheart, Clark. You know, she's just totally fallen in love with us. I don't think she got a whole lot of attention from the previous owner. I mean, as far as, being in the house with them and getting that kind of scenario, I think she was outside a lot and kept in her section of the kennel, but she just does not like leaving our side, boy. She sticks to us like glue. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, she's really cute, man.
She actually is a good-looking little dog. Yeah, I'm just not. I just never was a big dachshund fan. I think I told you about my mom's dog. It was just a continuous bark, and that convinced me not to have a dachshund. But she is just a total opposite. And she has got the prettiest, most beautiful brown eyes I've ever seen.
Yeah, she does. My golden retriever was so happy to see me, man. It just makes you feel good. She's pronking and doing circles and, just jumping up on me, trying to lick my face.
Oh yeah, that's what they do, man. That's just that's cool stuff. So Tilly is she's smart and she likes to play, and so she's got a rubber binky that we got her, and she just loves that thing, man. And we go crazy. She goes crazy when we play with her with it. But I guess I shouldn't do this, but she sleeps on her bed, so that's where she wants to be, and so be it. We let her do it.
Yeah, she missed her papa. She's sitting right here at my feet.
Oh wow, very cool. Anyways, my friends, I guess I'll let you go. Thanks for all your help. Once again, Clark, I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure seeing you and spending a little time with you, buddy. And I appreciate that a whole lot. And we will probably talk to you tomorrow night. I'm going to go ahead and go lay down for and eventually go to sleep here. So we'll catch you later. Kilo 7 bucks off of Whiskey We're out.
All right, yep. Great to see you, man. Glad we figured it out. You sound great. Never stronger. We'll get something to do, all right.
Thanks, Clark. Like I said, I appreciate that. You don't know these things.
Engine 53, Prairie 112, Med 3, 2899 North Meadowview Drive.
Busy night on the scanner. probably it on the radio. No more expert advice. Darn. Let me see. We need some cheap entertainment. Boy, look at that. Nothing.